We're starting off this bulletin with some breaking news that's coming in from Haryana. CNN News 18 spoke exclusively with Haryana ADGP Mamta Singh. She informed that more than 500 people have been arrested or are in preventing detention so far for Mewat violence. She also spoke on VHP's Yatra resumption. She said that they haven't received any official or formal letter from the organizers as of now. Let's listen in to this exclusive conversation.
Can you help us understand how you assess the situation on ground zero?
As of like today,
As of today.
scenario.
Yes.
Yeah, the situation is back to normal, I must say. The life is back normal in as far as Mewat is concerned. The markets are open, shops are open, schools, colleges, ATM, banks, everything is open. Forces are there, but they are on guard, basically. But otherwise, as far as routine life is concerned, I think the people are back to their normal life.
As far as investigation goes, how many arrests, how many people detained, what is the update on probe so far?
I do not have the record for today, but 2 days back, the latest figure I had was more than there were around 165 cases registered till yesterday, and around 400 plus arrests.
Okay.
In those 165 cases, and 118 cases were like arrest for on preventive side.
Okay. So more than 500 people are in custody then, either arrested or in preventive detention.
Now, in preventive detention, they are released on bail. So
Okay.
they are not in custody now. So even the 423 people, some of them, they might have, I'm using the word might have come out of bail. But as far as figure of arrest is concerned, 423 plus 118, so more than 500 people we have arrested.
Right. Ma'am, you've also carried out arrests against some like Bittu Bajrangi who were accused of posting on social media posts which became inflammatory. Can you help us understand if that is what the police's assessment is, that these posts on social media were responsible for what happened in Noor?
See, I think this is what is media is interpreting in this same way, that Bittu Bajrangi has been arrested for, the violence that has happened there. This is wrong. This is wrong. It is interpretation by the media. Like, there are two different issues. Bittu Bajrangi, as far as the particular social media post is concerned, that action has taken by the Faridabad police for that inflammatory hate speech, where the Faridabad police arrested him. They registered a case, they arrested him. As far as the arrest by Noor is concerned, on the day of Yatra, he went loggerhead with the additional SP there. He and his team, they were carrying some swords and all those kind of stuff. The additional SP, she intercepted them, and she stopped them from, using, and she took them away. She and her team. They took those swords and all those kind of things which were not allowed, permitted from them. And Bittu Bajrangi and his the circle, the group of the people with whom he was moving, they all snatched it away from her and her team, and they went loggerhead. They went into the fight with her, and they obstructed her and her team from doing her duty.
Okay.
So this is one incident which took place, for which the case has been registered and he has been arrested. So basically, it is a case where Bittu Bajrangi came in conflict with the law implementation agencies and tried to obstruct the implementation of the law.
CNN News 18's Arunima is joining us on this story. Arunima, a very good morning to you. Arunima, can you tell us what is the ground sentiment as far as the VHP's Yatra is concerned?
See, we've just come back from Noor, and there is a sense of regret in most quarters that what happened in July 31st should not have happened. But there is a lot of concern that if the Yatra on the 28th happens, if it is allowed, let me just clarify that, the administration, the local administration says that they have not yet received any formal communication from the HP or from the organizers, even though at a Mahapanchayat, they have announced this, and it is in the public domain that they want to carry out the Yatra on the 28th of this month. month. But the administration says officially they have not received any letter or any representation. And as and when they receive it, a call will be taken whether to allow the yatra or not. But on ground, there is some apprehension. But it also this sense, especially if you speak to the policemen on the ground, that it was a lapse on 31st, which will not be repeated if the yatra is conducted again. But of course, a decision will be taken after proper ground assessment is done by the administration if they receive a formal communication from the organizer.
Also, what is the police stance on Monu Manesar?
You heard that in the interview also. A specific question has been put to Haryana police about Monu Manesar. Who's Monu Manesar? He's an alleged cow vigilante who's accused of double murder. He's wanted in Rajasthan. In Haryana, his post just 2 days before the yatra was supposed to happen, there were some social media posts in which he said, this is what Haryana police says, that his post was about him participating in the yatra and encouraging other people to join in. Now, locals on the ground in Nuh says that the very idea of Monu Manesar, somebody who's accused of killing two of their local boys, he being present in Nuh, that inflamed passion. But Haryana police says that, it can't be categorized as a hate speech because he says, "Main ja raha hu, aap bhi aiye." So just this much can't be categorized as hate speech is what the Haryana police's word is.
Also, Arunima, as Haryana DGP informed that more than 500 people have been arrested or have been detained so far in the Mewat violence case. So, are there any key people who have been arrested so far?
One of the key names is Bittu Bajrangi, and why he is such a key figure, along with Monu Manesar, Bittu Bajrangi and the local legislator Maman Khan. These names have been doing the rounds, that these people had inflamed passion on social media and with their speeches in public. But Bittu Bajrangi's arrest, Haryana police clarifies, is not for his social media post, but for him directly obstructing a public servant from doing his or her job. On the day of the violence, the charge is Bittu Bajrangi was present near the Shiv temple where the violence was happening. He was stopped by the local police. The additional SP was there. She tried to stop him, but he prevented her from doing her work. He prevented the police from doing its work, snatched weapons and ran away from there. So he has been arrested on those charges, not for the social media post.
All right, Arunima, thank you so much for giving us all those details.